Hello, welcome back to Mr. Q English Channel.
Hi everyone. We are so happy to see you today for anyone new.
Here I'm Jenny and I'm Ryan.
We're here to help you practice real everyday English. If you're enjoying learning with,
US, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world. Okay, let's unlock some English today. Are you ready, Ryan?
always ready. Let's do this. So Ryan,
How are you feeling today?
I'm good, but I was nervous this morning.
Nervous why I had to speak at?
A meeting in front of many people. How many people? About 30. My hands were shaking.
That is completely normal public.
Speaking makes many people nervous. Yes, before I started my heart was beating so fast. But once I began talking,
I felt better. That is usually how it goes. The waiting is the worst part.
exactly. What about you, Jenny? Do
You ever feel nervous? Oh, all the time. I get nervous before making these videos.
really? But you seem so.
Calm on camera. Thank you, but inside I'm often worried, will I say something wrong? Will people understand me?
I think many of our viewers can relate to that feeling.
Yes, and that is actually our topic today. Are we going
To talk about social anxiety.
Yes, today we're going to talk about social anxiety. This is an important topic. Let's help our viewers express these feelings in English, Ryan. Let's start with the basics. What is social anxiety?
Good question. Social anxiety is when you feel very nervous in social situations. Social situations are times when you're with other people. Like parties, meetings, or even just talking to new people, everyone feels a little nervous sometimes. But social anxiety is more than that. It is when the nervousness is very strong and stops you from doing things. Some people with social anxiety avoid going out. They stay home because they're too scared.
That sounds very difficult. It is, but it is also
Very common. Many people experience this. Really, how many?
Some studies say about 1 in 10 people have social anxiety at some point in their lives.
That is a lot of people. Yes, so if you feel this way, you're not
Alone. Why do people get social anxiety?
There are many reasons. Some people are naturally shy. Others had bad experiences in the past, like being laughed at or bullied.
Exactly, those experiences can make people afraid of social situations. It is important to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through.
That is so true. Ryan, Jenny, what is the difference between being shy and having social anxiety?
Great question. Being shy is a personality trait. Some people are naturally quieter and more reserved. Reserved means they don't share their feelings easily, right?
Shy people might prefer small groups to big parties, but they can still enjoy social time.
So shyness isn't a problem. Not necessarily. Many shy people
Are happy with who they are. Then what makes social anxiety different?
Social anxiety is more intense. It causes real fear and worry. It can affect daily life.
Like what someone with social anxiety might skip a job interview because
They're too scared or avoid seeing friends.
that sounds really hard. It is. The fear feels overwhelming. Overwhelming means too
Much to handle, yes, like a wave that is too big to swim through.
Are you a shy person? Jenny, I
Used to be very shy when I first started teaching. I was so nervous I couldn't look at my students.
Really, you seem so confident. Now, thank you. It took practice. The more I taught, the more comfortable I became.
So it can get better definitely with time and practice. Social situations become easier.
Now let's talk about specific fears. What social situations make people nervous?
There are many. Public speaking is number one. Studies show that many people fear
Public speaking, more than anything else, more than snakes or flying.
For some people, yes, it is called glossophobia. That is a
Difficult word, we don't need to remember it. No, we don't just remember that fear of speaking in public is
very common. What other social fears are common?
meeting new people, starting conversations with strangers. That can be awkward.
Means uncomfortable and a little embarrassing. Yes, not knowing what to say, worrying about silences.
What else? Eating in front of others. Some people get very nervous about this.
Eating, why they worry that people are watching them, judging how.
They eat. That is interesting. I never thought about that. And making phone calls. Many young people prefer texting because phone.
Calls feel scary. I understand that phone calls can be stressful. You can't see the other person's face you have.
To think quickly, what about going to parties? That is a big one. Walking into a room full of people can
be terrifying. All those eyes looking at you exactly and not knowing who to talk to or what to say. So viewers, which of these fears do you have? You can write in the comments, Ryan, when people feel anxious.
What happens to their bodies? Good question. Anxiety affects us physically, not just mentally. What are some common feelings? A fast heartbeat, your heart pounds in your chest. I feel that before speaking in public.
Sweating is common. Too, your hands might get sweaty or your face feels hot.
Yes, blushing, when your face turns red. What about shaking? Definitely.
Some people's hands shake or their voice trembles. Trembles means shakes a little, yes.
Exactly. It can make your voice sound unsteady. That can make you more nervous. It is a cycle. You feel nervous, then your body reacts, which makes you feel more nervous.
What other physical feelings are there? A dry mouth, feeling like you can't swallow, and stomach.
Problems. Yes, butterflies in your stomach or feeling like you need the bathroom.
These feelings are uncomfortable but normal. Very normal. Remember, anxiety is your body trying to protect you.
It is the fight or flight response. Fight or flight, yes.
Your body is getting ready to run away or face danger, even though there is no real danger.
So our bodies are a bit confused in a way, yes.
Social situations aren't dangerous, but our bodies sometimes react as if they are.
Jenny, let's teach our viewers how to express these feelings in English. Great idea.
This is useful vocabulary. We can say, I feel nervous.
Or, I feel anxious. What is the difference?
They're similar. Nervous is more common in everyday speech. Anxious sounds a bit stronger.
Can you give examples? I feel nervous before tests, or I feel anxious at
big parties. We can also say, I get nervous, right? I get nervous when
I meet new people. The structure is I get nervous plus when plus situation.
Or I feel anxious about plus noun. For example, I feel anxious
about my presentation. What about describing how something makes you feel?
We can say, it makes me nervous. For example, public speaking makes me nervous.
Or parties make me uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means not relaxed, a little stressed.
What other feeling words can we use? Shy, awkward, self-conscious, insecure.
Self-conscious means you're thinking too much about yourself. Yes, worried that people
are watching and judging you, and insecure. Insecure means not confident, unsure of yourself.
These are all useful words. Let's practice, viewers. Repeat after me.
I feel nervous when I speak English. Did you say it? Good job, Ryan. Let's share some personal stories. When do you feel nervous or anxious?
I feel anxious at big parties where I don't know many people. What about you, Jenny?
I feel nervous when I have to speak in a new language, even though I teach English.
Really tell me more. When I try to speak French or Korean, I get very shy.
You speak Korean a little bit. I learnt some when I visited Seoul. But I was so nervous to use it. What happened when you tried? I went to a coffee shop and tried to order in Korean. My voice was shaking.
Did people understand you? Yes, the server was so kind. She smiled and helped me.
That made me feel better. Kindness makes a big difference. It really does.
What about you, Ryan? When do you feel anxious? I feel anxious at big parties where I don't know many people tell me more. I don't know what to say. I stand in the corner with my drink. I picture that, but you're so friendly. Thank you, but in big groups I feel awkward. I prefer small gatherings.
Do you have a strategy to handle it? I try to find one person to talk to.
Start a small conversation. That is a good technique. Focus on one person at a time. And I remind myself everyone feels nervous. Sometimes I'm not the only one. That is very true. Jenny, let's help our viewers. What can people do when they feel socially anxious?
There are many helpful strategies. Let's go through some. First tip, take deep breaths.
Breathing slowly can calm your body, yes. When you breathe deeply, it tells your brain that
you're safe. Second tip, prepare ahead of time. If you're nervous about a party, think of some topics to talk
about, like questions to ask people. Exactly, what do you do?
Have you been here before? Simple questions, having something ready makes it easier.
Third tip, challenge your negative thoughts. Often we imagine the worst.
Like thinking everyone will laugh at me, right? But ask yourself, is that really likely?
Usually the answer is no. People are usually friendly and don't judge as much as we think.
Fourth tip, start small. If parties are scary, start with smaller social events.
Meet one friend for coffee, then maybe two friends. Build up slowly, baby steps.
Exactly. Fifth tip, be kind to yourself. It is okay to feel nervous. Don't criticize yourself.
Yes, saying I'm so stupid for being nervous makes things worse.
Instead, say it is normal to feel nervous. I'm doing my best. That is much healthier.
Any more tips if social anxiety is really affecting your life? Talk to a professional.
A therapist or counselor can help a lot. There is no shame in getting help. It is a sign of strength. Ryan, small talk is important for social situations. Can we practice? Great.
Idea small talk is casual, light conversation. It is how we connect with people. When we first meet, what are good topics for small talk?
The weather is classic. Nice day today, isn't it? Or it is so cold this week.
Yes, weather is safe because everyone experiences it. What else?
Current location, I love this restaurant. Have you been here before? Or this is a great party. How do you know the host?
Work or studies? What do you do? We talked about this in our last video. And hobbies? Do you have any plans for the weekend?
These topics are friendly and not too personal. What topics should we avoid?
Politics, religion, and money. These can cause arguments and don't. Ask very personal questions to strangers, like relationship status or salary.
Good advice. Let's practice some small talk. Okay, I'll start. Hi, I'm Jenny. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Jenny. I'm Ryan.
Great party, isn't it? It really is. The music is good. How do you know the host? We work together. What about you? I'm a friend from university. So what do you do? I'm an English teacher. I teach international students. That sounds interesting. I bet you have many stories.
See, viewers, small talk isn't so scary with practice. It becomes natural.
Jenny, sometimes we need help in social situations. How do we ask?
That is a great point. It is okay to ask for support.
What can we say if you're at a party and feel overwhelmed? You can tell a friend.
I'm feeling a bit anxious. Can you stay with me?
That is very honest. Good friends will understand and help. What if we need to take a break? You can say,
I need some fresh air. I'll be right back. That is a polite way.
to excuse yourself. Yes, it is okay to step outside for a few minutes. And what about at work? If you're nervous about a presentation, tell a colleague.
I'm a bit nervous. Can you give me feedback?
Asking for feedback shows you want to improve and it helps you feel more prepared. What if your anxiety is really bad and you need to leave?
You can say, I'm not feeling well. I need to go home.
You don't have to explain in detail. Write your health comes first.
It is brave to recognize when you need a break. It really is.
Jenny, let's talk about confidence. How can we feel more confident in social situations?
Confidence takes time and practice, but there are things we can do, like what? First, celebrate small wins. Did you talk to one new person? That is an achievement. Even small steps count. Second, focus on others, not yourself. When you're anxious, you think about yourself a lot. Am I saying the right thing? Do I look but if you focus on the other person?
You stop worrying so much. How do we do that? Ask them questions.
Listen to their answers. Be genuinely curious. That takes the pressure off you.
Exactly. Third, remember that most people are not judging you. They're probably thinking about themselves. Too, everyone is focused on their own life. They're not analyzing your every word. That is comforting. What else builds confidence?
Practice. The more you do something, the easier it gets. Like speaking English.
Yes, at first, speaking English felt scary, but now you're comfortable. It is the same with social situations. The more you put yourself out there, the more confident you become, and finally be yourself.
You don't need to pretend to be someone else. Authenticity is attractive. People appreciate genuine connections more than perfect performances.
Jenny, what if we meet someone who seems anxious? How can we help? Great question.
We can make a big difference first. Be patient, don't rush them to talk or participate. Give them time and space. Second, be friendly but not overwhelming. A warm smile goes a long way, but don't force conversation, if they seem uncomfortable. Third, include them. If someone is standing alone, invite them to join. Hey, come sit with us. Small gestures of kindness matter a lot.
What else can we do? Don't comment on their shyness. Don't say you're so. Quiet, that makes people feel bad. Just accept them as they are. Yes, and if they share that they're feeling anxious, listen without judging. Say something supportive like that is completely understandable. Or I feel like that too. Sometimes we can all support each other. Social situations are easier when everyone feels welcome. Jenny, we should talk about something modern: social media.
Yes, social media can be both good and bad for social anxiety.
How can it help? For some people, it is easier to connect online.
You have time to think before you respond. That is true.
Texting is less pressure than phone calls, and you can find communities of people with similar interests, online groups for hobbies, languages, anything exactly.
You can practice conversations in a safe environment, but social media can also make anxiety worse, right?
Unfortunately, yes, seeing everyone's perfect lives can make you feel bad about yourself.
People only share their best moments online, not the real messy parts of life.
Comparing yourself to others is dangerous. It increases feelings of insecurity.
What else fear of missing out FOMO, seeing friends at parties? You weren't invited to that can hurt even if the reality is less exciting.
Then the photos and cyberbullying, mean comments online can worsen social anxiety.
Words can really hurt even through a screen. So what is the healthy balance?
Limit your screen time. Don't scroll for hours before bed.
Remember that social media is not reality people show highlights, not everyday life.
And if someone makes you feel bad about yourself, you can unfollow or block them.
Protect your mental health. It is more important than any social media account.
Good advice for everyone. Are there any positive uses of social media for anxious people?
Yes, some people practice conversations online before meeting in person.
That is a smart idea. Chat with someone online first, then meet for coffee. It takes off some pressure because you already know each other a little.
And some apps help with anxiety meditation apps, breathing exercises.
Technology can be a tool for wellness too. The key is being mindful about how we use it. So viewers, think about your relationship with social media. Is it helping or hurting your anxiety, Ryan? Before we move on, I want to share
something important. What is it dealing with social anxiety is a journey. It takes time. You won't overcome it in one day, right?
Some days are harder than others, and that is okay. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That is still progress. Exactly. Be patient with yourself.
Celebrate every small victory, like saying hello to a stranger or asking a question.
In a meeting, those are big accomplishments when you struggle with anxiety. And if you have a bad day, don't give up. One bad experience doesn't undo all your progress.
Tomorrow is a new day, remember. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. Perfect people don't exist, but growing, learning people, that is all of us. So be kind to yourself on this journey. You're braver than you think. Ryan here is something interesting. Many of our viewers might feel anxious about.
Speaking English, that is so true. Language anxiety is very real. What is it exactly?
It is the feeling of being nervous or afraid when using a foreign language. Many English learners experience this. They worry about making mistakes, sounding bad, or
not being understood. But mistakes are how we learn. Exactly. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes before becoming fluent.
What tips do you have for viewers who feel anxious speaking English?
Start with safe situations. Practice with friends, family, or language partners. People who are patient and supportive, yes. Then gradually try more challenging situations, like ordering coffee in English or chatting with a native speaker. Then remind yourself that communication is the goal, not perfection. If people understand you, that is success. The goal is to share ideas, not to speak perfectly. Third, prepare common phrases. Having phrases ready reduces anxiety. Excuse me, could you repeat that? Or I'm still learning English. These phrases are helpful. And finally, celebrate your progress. You're watching this video in English. That is amazing. You're learning, you're growing.
Be proud of yourself, Ryan. We used a lot of good words today.
We did. Maybe we should explain some of them for our viewers. That
is a wonderful idea. Let's do a mini vocabulary review.
Our first word is shy, S-H-Y. This is an adjective. Shy means quiet around people, especially strangers. She is shy. She doesn't like big parties. Being shy is a personality trait. It is not good or bad. Our next word is nervous, N-E-R-V-O-U-S. This is an adjective. Nervous means worried and a little scared. About something, for example, I was nervous before my presentation. Your body might show physical signs like sweating or shaking. Word number 3 is anxious, anxious. This is an adjective. Anxious means very worried or nervous, often for a long time. He felt anxious about meeting new people. Anxious is a bit stronger than nervous. Our next word is awkward, awkward. This is an adjective. Awkward means uncomfortable or embarrassing. There was an awkward silence at dinner. Awkward situations make you feel a bit embarrassed. Word number 5 is uncomfortable. uncomfortable. This is an adjective. Uncomfortable means not relaxed, feeling stressed. I felt uncomfortable. At the party, I didn't know anyone. The opposite is comfortable. Feeling relaxed and at ease. Our last word is confident. confident. This is an adjective. Confident means believing in yourself and feeling sure. She is confident when she speaks in public. Confidence is something we can build. With practice and time, let's say all the words one more time together. Repeat after us. Shy, shy, nervous, nervous, anxious, anxious. Awkward, awkward, uncomfortable, uncomfortable, confident, confident.
Wonderful, you're doing great. Now it is time for our favourite part of the video. The question of the day, today's question is, what social situations make you nervous and how do you deal with it?
I'll go first. I get nervous at big parties. I deal with it by finding one person to talk to and taking deep breaths. For me, I feel nervous when
speaking new languages. I deal with it by practicing and remembering that everyone was a beginner once. Now it is your turn. You can write I feel nervous when, or I get anxious about, and tell us how you deal with it.
We'd love to hear your strategies. We read every single comment. It makes our day to hear from you. So please write your answer in the comments below.
We can't wait to read them, Ryan. This was such an important topic today.
It really was. Social anxiety is something many people experience, but we don't always talk about it. I hope our viewers feel a little better, knowing they're not alone and that there are things they can do to feel more confident.
Remember, it is okay to feel nervous. Be kind to yourself. Take small steps. Celebrate your progress. Thank you so much for watching and for learning English with us. You are all amazing. Every video you watch, you're making progress. Keep learning, keep practicing, and remember your feelings are valid. And being brave doesn't mean not feeling scared. It means doing things even when you're scared. So from both of us, bye for now. Goodbye everyone. See you in the next
video.